Well, Prismatic Evolutions is saved. The Pokemon Company today put out a tweet basically telling everybody, hey, calm down, don't worry. We know that there is a significant lack of product that's going to be available, etc., so forth. We will go through and read that tweet here in just a minute, but really quick before we get into that, I did want to say today I was going to do something different, but with this release, I figured to talk about that briefly and then do my other video tomorrow, which will be a lot more fun and in no way related to Prismatic Evolution, resellers, anything going on with the market right now. It's just going to be something that a lot of other content creators have done that I've seen, and I just want to kind of put my own spin on it, or at least give my own take. But the thing with the Prismatic Evolutions, we are in a weird time in the market. So I got back into the hobby in 22, which, at that point, everything had kind of leveled off. Everything was back stable again, at least as far as the English side of things. Japanese was insane at that point. It was doing its side of the bubble. But this is my first time actually being involved in something like this, except for, when I was a kid and Pokemon was the hottest thing on the market because it was brand new. Even then, you can find packs everywhere. There were base set, jungle, and fossil packs as far as the eye could see. However, with this, it is my first time dealing with something like this. And of course, I have a lot of friends in the hobby and in the content creation scene who have been through it all before, kind of talking about it. I've heard all of their takes and I kind of know where they stand. And I feel like I've gotten a pretty good idea as to what to expect. I don't believe for one second that Prismatic Evolutions is going to be hard to find in 6 months. I think right now it's crazy and it's going to be a little scarce. I would be shocked to find out that Pokemon is putting all their chips on the table. I'm sure that they have not put out even half of the product that they have available for this set, because there's no way that they're that blind to how popular this set in particular is going to be. I'm sure we're going to see restocks of Surging Sparks. I'm sure we'll see restocks of this. Journey Together, I'm sure, is going to be fine. Right now, we're just in a weird space, and it'll be that way for a while because that's just what it means when a market balloons. Like, that's in any type of setting. So let's just go over this really quick and kind of talk about that, and I'll get out of your hair. It's not going to be a very long one today. So from the pokemontcg Twitter account, we are aware that some fans may experience difficulties purchasing certain Pokemon trading card games, Scarlet and Violet Prismatic Evolutions products, at launch due to high demand impacting availability. We understand this inconvenience can be disappointing for fans, and we are actively working to print more of the impacted Pokemon TCG products as quickly as possible and at maximum capacity to acknowledge this. Reprinted products are expected to be available at participating retailers as soon as possible to help ensure more fans receive opportunities to access Scarlet and Violet Prismatic Evolutions. In addition, more new products from the Scarlet and Violet Prismatic Evolutions lineup will be launching in the coming months. We'd like to thank the community for their continued support and patience as we work to deliver this highly anticipated expansion to fans. It's right there. So obviously they're referring to the products that are not coming out on launch day. I believe that's like the surprise box, maybe the pouch, mini tins. I know that there's a few things coming out that don't drop on Friday, but that's one thing. Plus, like they say in there, they're going to be reprinting it and they're going to be restocking it. There's going to be product. It's just not going to happen right now. So all the people who are freaking out and FOMOing, like I've said, and like I will continue to say, you're the reason why prices are this high. Anybody who's out there spending this kind of money is responsible for these prices. If you don't want to wait, that's your prerogative, but you can't complain and say, oh my gosh, this is so terrible, when you're the one that's making it possible. No matter how you look at it, it's just a weird time in the market. Card prices are exploding. Everything is just weird, and it's going to be that way for a little while. So, that's just the time we live in right now, but it's not going to be this way forever. I just want to implore you guys to try and think and do better, I guess. If it wasn't for those of you in the hobby who are paying these prices to resellers, we wouldn't be here. I get it. Product is going to be scarce, and everybody's got their prerogative, and everybody wants to make their bag, and that's fine. That's for them to do, I guess. I guess all I'm really saying is don't worry. Don't freak out. You're not going to end up getting into 2026 without having opened a single pack of Prismatic Evolutions at retail price. It's just not going to happen. I'd be very surprised if we don't end up seeing the same thing that happened with Shining Fates happen to this. Shining Fates is a set that came out well before I got back into the hobby, and I was still buying ETBs of it for retail cost up till last year was the last time that I saw it in a store. There's going to be plenty of product out there. The market's going to level out. People are going to stop losing their minds, and everything's going to be okay, and we're all going to sit back and enjoy the hobby again, and then in a few years it's all going to happen again, I'm sure. Because if there's one thing that I've learned from talking to people, from looking at the history, this has been a constant thing. It happens. The market explodes, everybody panics, and then it calms down. So anyway, that's really all I have to say about it. Obviously, please leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what everybody else has to think. I will hopefully have a video next week opening up some Prismatic Evolutions, but if I can't get it for retail, I'm not going to get it. I'm going to try and grab some on Friday morning, and if that doesn't work out, oh well. I will open it whenever I'm able to, because I'm not going to be a part of that problem. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being along with me on this journey. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, see you guys. I should have another new video up in the next day or two. Very excited about this next one. It is one that I wanted to do today, but I did want to address this just because this is kind of the angle that I'm taking now, and I'm good with it. Obviously, as I say consistently, check out Roxanne, check out Opossum Bud, check out Shiny Bert. They've all got really great videos talking about the same thing, and they've been doing this a little bit longer, so they're less nervous, less movie. And obviously, you know, they've been around longer than I have in the hobby, at least, you know, more recently, so they know a bit more about it than I do. All right, guys, thanks. See you next time.